Hello everybody, Ms. Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Hildebrand. In the last episode, we headed up to the moon to look for Hildebrand with Nashu and Delian. And upon interacting with the Watcher and the Loporrits and dealing with all of Delian's conspiracy theories, we were able to locate Hildebrand, or, well, a whole pile of clones of Hildebrand, and which got summarily deleted when the alien ship showed up, and we met the real Hildebrand again, and Master Poo-Poo, an alien creature that is looking for a comrade who went missing, and so Hildebrand has accepted that as the new case, and upon our investigation, well, to chase down one of the remaining clones that had gotten away, we ran across none other than Godbert himself, and antics ensued, of course. After all that, we're now back in Ras-dat-Han to continue the investigation, and that's what we're going to do. And we also have the ability to start working on a relic, which, as I mentioned before, I will be doing on my own. So I've got to work out a whole lot of tombstones to make that happen. It's going to take a little bit. Alright, well, let's talk to Delian and get started with the next quest. Ayame, what suspiciously auspicious timing. I was just thinking of you, and suddenly you appear. As I'm sure you recall, Master Poo-Poo claimed that his purpose in coming to our world was to search for a missing comrade, which is, of course, merely a cover for his true objective, laying the groundwork for a full-scale invasion. But I understand the skeptical masses will demand proof of this sinister operation, thus I decided to bide my time, keep my eyes open and let things play out. And no sooner had I resolved to do so when I received word concerning the inspector. It seems they've made progress in tracking down our alien friend. This could be my chance. I say my chance, but I can hardly stand against this cosmic conspiracy alone. You are coming along, yes? I wouldn't dream of letting you investigate Poo-Poo by yourself. Then let us be on our way. They were headed to Palakistan, and we don't want to miss even the smallest development. Alright, let's head over to Palakistan. Alright. There's our group. Nashu. Ayame, you came. The lunar crew is back together. Alright, Hildy. My loyal associates, come to admire the spectacle of inspection, have you? As well you should. Look, Master Poo-Poo, Ayame has come to help. Thank you, Ayame. You're too kind. You speak our language now? No echo or universal translator what's required? It was no great chore to master your tongue. The grammar and syntax is relatively simplistic. Such terrifying intellect. What hope do we have to prevail against it? So how would you narrow down the search of this particular area exactly? By my tried and true inspector sense, my dear fellow. All the perceptible and imperceptible signs pointed me in this direction, although they did neglect to include a precise location. For that, we must rely on another tried and true inspecting technique, interrogation. Spread out, everyone, and question locals on any poo-poo-shaped sightings. There's our stalker. Alright. A sack counter. Now that you mention it, I did see something like that in the west of the Shroud. Might have mistaken it for a small child if not for the way it moved. Sort of a furtive scamper. Creepy. Alright, and we have a crate inspector over here. Inspecting the crates. Oh yes, I spotted such an odd little creature in the jungle on my way back from the city markets. Only it wasn't alone. It was in a company of a rather unusual gentleman. Sickly pale he was, and radiating an unpleasant smell. I felt obliged to keep my distance. A pale gentleman, radiating a sickly smell. I think I know what we're up against. Nosh, you're dozing off again? Oh, the syrup goes over the pancakes. Poo-poo? Any promising leads? Maybe. Yummy. Have your investigations borne fruit? My own carefully crafted queries place an individual Master Poo-Poo's proportions in the south of the shroud. The west, your sources say. I asked around, and there have been a few sightings in the jungle somewhere to the north. Yes, sightings to the north, south, and west. And that must mean Master Poo-Poo has more friends here than he realized. I am not that gregarious. I have precisely one friend from on this world. Could it be doppelgangers? Oh no, too simple, too obvious. It's more likely the same alien wandering the jungle, being spotted in different locations by different eyewitnesses. Which just means we need to, I can't believe I'm suggesting this, split up and search the whole area. A fair proposition. Very well then. Oh ho, are we launching a search party? It's Godbert again. Father, have you been following me? Nothing of the sort. I was engaging in feats of physicality while my mind grappled with the mysteries of Manderville weapon forging, hoping to turn perspiration into inspiration, as it were. I'm afraid the Burning Fields wooden men are poor muses when compared to the stimulus a worthy opponent provides. Mayhap if I join you in the indomitable Ayame in your endeavor, then per happenstance will deliver the challenge I require. You are continuing the case of the silent correspondent, yes? Have you need of an extra pair of eyes? As many as you can spare. I was about to assign teams to the search, as a matter of fact. This village sits in the Shroud's east, so let us divvy up the remaining directions, shall we? Nasha and I will head south. Ayame and Master Poo-Poo to the west, if you please. DeLorean, you and my father have the north. That's Delian. Also, So the Shroud of the Samga is awfully big. How are we to keep in contact, much less coordinate our efforts? I had special link pearls made for just an occasion. We can chatter in each other's ears as much as we like. You know how he feels about link pearls. Are you mad? The Charlians will listen in on everything we're saying. Really? All the way out here? I shouldn't think their hearing is that good, but seeing as you mislike link pearls so much, Lord Godberg can hold the one for your team. Link pearls. What a tremendous foresight. Now, let us proceed with our investigation. Alright, Poo-Poo. I guess it's us. The inspector wishes to search in the west of the jungle, yes? Wishes us to search in the west of the jungle, yes? I will follow your lead. Yep, and Poo-Poo will be accompanying us. How far is our first target? A bit. Well, maybe not. Anything to say here? Discuss the river. A river flowing right at our feet. Many stars have I visited in the cosmos, but precious few have such a bounty of water as this one. Your home is a rare treasure. And then our other objective is just over there. I see no traces of my comrade. What of these black furred beings? Are they friend of yours? Fellow people of Aetheris? No. They are a type of Sasquatch, by which I mean no. There's a greater variety of species here than I anticipated. I shall have to collect more samples. Let's keep moving. We have another talk spot over here. Discuss the rocky outcrops. Rock formations on this island remind me of my home star. They have the same vibrant hues, the same stark beauty. If only... but never mind that. We have a friend to find. Something decided it wanted to play. Let's see. Will it retreat? Yes. Okay. No sign of my friend here either. These white-furred individuals, they are surely one of your civilized races, yes? All these things? No. They are beastkin. Monkeys. I find it difficult to tell the difference. One semi-intelligent life form is much the same as another. Well, never mind. Moving on. Alright. One more vantage point over here. Nothing. Not even a little burnt circle in the grass. The friend I'm looking for, we grew up together. We were always together. We even shared the same dream, to roam the great expanse of the cosmos. We worked hard and supported one another until we both had starships of our very own, and the universe was ours to explore. Not fleeting that feeling of triumph. But that is another tale entirely. I simply wish to express how dear this friend is to me. Hello, is this thing on? This is Nashu. We think we may have found Poo-Poo's friend. Come to Perusa as quickly as you can. Yes, let's take my starship. It's the fastest way. Okay then. Meanwhile, at Perusa... Well, that's one way to get there. Hail, dear comrade of Master Poo-Poo. We come in peace. Pray reveal yourself. It's a Mandragora. And another one. And another one. And the whole Mandragora's group. Wait, you're the Mandragoras. I know that gentlemanly overlord's voice. Oh. Hello there. Master Zombiebrand, they said you were trapped in slumber, but I rejoice to see that it is no longer the case. Gods, it's one of the walking dead. Greetings, friends. I am a proud member of the Gentle Dead Men and disciple of Master Zombiebrand. What brings you here to Thavnair in the company of Lanosha's infamous vegetable menace, no less? Allow me some few precious moments of your lifespan to explain. It was a time when the maggots in my skull grew restless and wriggly. Tales of spoiled Seed King terrorizing the region of Bosja reached our undead fraternity, and so on their behalf I traveled far to recruit a rotten Mandragora. After making his acquaintance, the festering fellow wished to introduce me to his brethren, who he assured me were no less rotten. Thus I did make next for Lanosha, that I might extend a fetid hand in friendship. When I arrived, however, I learned that one of their companions had been abducted by a strange flying vessel. What was a gentle dead man to do but aid in the search? I turned to the Thavnarian Truth, that reliable bastion of supernatural rumor-mongering, and lo and behold, an alien craft matching the Seedkin's description had been spotted here on this isle. Needless to say, we embarked on our journey forthwith. One of our faithful readers. I am pleased to see that even in undeath, the hunger for truth is not wholly subsumed by the hunger for brains. So we find ourselves on the case of the misappropriated Mandragora. This abductor will not evade my powers of discernment. You'll need a case to carry all these cases. An abductor. I have a feeling we won't need to look far. And here we come. And yeah, we're being tractor beamed. That may have been me. Forgive me for taking your friend. In my sample collecting frenzy, I must have mistaken him for an edible plant of some kind. Understandable, he would not be the first to confuse a mandragora with a salad ingredient. The main thing is that he returned to us unharmed and uneaten. All's well that ends well. Now, if you'll excuse us, we should be getting back to Thanalan. Rotting flesh and humidity is an unpleasant combination. My apologies, Master Poo-Poo. We seem to have missed the mark this time, but I swear to you I shall not rest until you are reunited with your comrade. I almost believed your keen inspector's sense to be a form of prognostication, but in reality was just following your gut, and I'm afraid vague inspectorial feelings will take us only so far. We have an entire world to search, and for that we need, I don't know, a veritable army of inspectors. An army of inspectors? Of course, I can simply clone a multitude of Hildebrands as I did before. Now, let's not do anything rash. Too late. Well, let's spit something out. Oh dear, the ship's matter duplication facility has been temperamental for a while, and now it's broken down completely. This clone is the last it will ever produce. So it did create a clone. Good job. Classic. Something's not quite right with that clone. It's a little low poly. It seems to be slightly defective. My name is Brandehild. Inspector Brandehild? Why is he so blocky? The cloning process must have failed partway through. Allow me to euthanize his abnormality. No, let's not do anything rash. Unlike my former replicas, this one is highly unlikely to be mistaken for me, and seeing as we were looking for extra helpers, I say we press his undefined fellow into service. Welcome to the team, Inspector Brandehild. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. And Godbert appears to be fixing the thing we just broke. Alright, Dillian. Blocky though this inspector may be, that Master Poo-Poo could so easily attempt to replicate a living, thinking being. Alien technology is so advanced that can scarce differentiate it from magic. Poo-Poo. I knew the duplicator had been unstable, but I pushed it to perform anyway. Now look at what I've wrought. Not only is this clone a poor imitation of the inspector in form, but in force of personality as well. Nashu? Blocky Brandehild. Godbert. Oh, I never a dull moment around the Manderville men. And Brandehild. Assistance, please. Allow me to be of assistance. Alright, Hildy. You made quite a mess of that temple run, but a ruin, but thanks to Father, it looks as good as new, or would that be as good as old? In any event, I look forward to tackling the remainder of the caves with my charming new contemporary. I am delighted to be a part of it. Oh, look how shy he is. He really is very charming. Alright, let's keep going. Generational bonding. An unexpected but invaluable addition to our ranks. With our numbers thus bolstered, I say we are ready once more to dive into the fray. Perhaps, but what of our strategy? We need a new approach. If I may. Assuming Master Poo-Poo's acquaintance spawns a craft of similar design, then might we not instead attempt to locate the starship? Such a striking vessel will have drawn more attention than the comparatively tiny being in question. He has a point. The Truth receives a large number of reports from readers claiming to have observed unidentified flying objects. You could review said reports, those that meet the criteria of shiny, silver, and saucer-like, naturally, and then remove instances which we know to have been Master Poo-Poo. That should narrow things down considerably. Indeed, what a fantastic idea. Ah, ha ha ha, just the kind of brilliance one might expect of one's clone. I was about to make the very same suggestion. Well done, Inspector. Ah, ha ha. I hope I have not overstepped my bounds. I am but a shadow of the original, after all. I have a stack of back issues stored in the workroom I use in the city. Poo-Poo can help me sift through them and cross off the sightings that were definitely him, shall we? Alright. Back to Raz.Han. Alright. Noshu. Inspector Hildebrand inspected Inspector Brandahill with unexpected introspection. Ouch, I think it just twisted my tongue. Hildebrand? Are we done already? Dorian has taken Master Poo-Poo to peruse his store of past publications. Let us enjoy a brief interlude until they return with the results of their investigation. And they're back. We finished going through all the back issues. If we discount the areas we know Poo-Poo to have visited, it turns out there was only one other sighting of a flying saucer, in Garlemald. The account itself was sent to me by an Imperial soldier named Numerius, who appears to be a loyal fan of the truth. All the way from the Empire, your publication has an impressively wide readership. Our audience has always been universal. After all, the desire to know the unknown transcends all borders and creeds. The saucer was spotted during the Imperial War of Succession. Beyond that, there were no meaningful details. They must visit this soldier fellow in Garlemald and wring from him the entire tale. I agree. This is our only lead, and we have no choice but to follow up on it. To Camp Broken Glass. Alright then, to Camp Broken Glass. Alright. Noshu? God, it never gets any warmer here, does it? Everyone present and accounted for? We appear to be missing Master Delian. There he is. My apologies, but I had a hunch that I thought might save us some time. I spoke with some contingent officers, you see, and our Numerius is on the roster of allied Imperial troops. That does certainly make things easier, and were they able to point you in the direction of this numerous chap's posting? Yes, Numerius is currently with his unit, organizing the supply dump at Forum Patens. We should head over there, and I hope he can spare a few moments to talk. The chill here seeps right into your bones. How are you all not shivering in that unseasonal attire? Oh, a Manderville man on a mission feels neither heat nor cold. I'm not sure how one's frame of mind can overcome the reality of frostbite, but then again, reality always seems relative around the Mandervilles. Alright, we head north. To to forum patents. Alright then. I'll be back. Alright. And here we are. Alright. Delian. Hello. Is there a new Marius here? I am Delian, the editor-in-chief of the Thavnarian Truth. I've come to follow up on your eyewitness account. The editor-in-chief himself? What an honor. I wish there was more to the story, but everything I know is in my submission. I've not left to tell. Unless you've something else to share. Didn't you say you saw the saucer as well? Oh, I did more than just see it. It was around the time when the fighting with Nerva's faction had escalated into all-out war, you understand. I've been assigned to an anti-aircraft cannon and was actively surveying for enemies when this silver vessel flew into view. Some new kind of war machina, I presume, so I opened fire and knocked it out of the sky. Presumed? You mean you never got a look at the wreckage? We were at war. I wasn't about to venture into the battlefield to indulge my curiosity. It's probably still out there somewhere. We have to find that flying, or should I say fallen, silvery saucer. Do you have an idea of where it crashed? Not an exact location, no. Then we'd best have the God's own luck. Garlemald's capital region encompasses malms and malms of icy wilderness. If I may, do you happen to remember the approximate speed and bearing of the saucer, and the position and firing angle of the cannon? More or less, I think. An artillerist without a head for numbers wouldn't be long for the profession. That should be sufficient, thank you. Alright then. You're missing the chair. I have it. The starship impacted the Earth 1,360 yalms to the northeast of our current location, give or take a few yalms. How in the seven hells did you arrive at that conclusion? Elementary algebra, my dear Delian. Assuming the craft belonging to Master Poo-Poo's comrade is of similar construction, determining its trajectory is trivial. My brilliant clone, ladies and gentlemen. I was about to offer the self-same conclusion. Once again, he has beaten me to the punch. Hooray for Inspector Brandehild. I seem to have stolen my progenitor's thunder. My apologies. 1,360 or so yalms to the northeast of here. That improves the chances of our search from near hopeless to rather hopeful. Let us go and find this fallen saucer, shall we? 1,300 yalms? That's quite a distance. And there's our little stalker and our mysterious individual. Alright, 1,360 or so yalms northeast. Well, I'll be back. Alright. We are in the vicinity. And there appears to be debris in the area. We have a half-burned pot. A pot half buried in the snow. Well, half buried and not burned. Nothing alien to speak of. We have black metal debris. Although promising at first glance, closer inspection reveals this debris to be the wreckage of some vanquished war machina. But not what we're looking for. Scorched metal plating over here. Scorched and twisted scrap of metal plating. A starship like Poo-Poo's could well have been reduced to a similar state were it hit by artillery rounds. Oh, what have you found there, Ayame? An exterior panel. This is from my friend's starship, I'm sure of it. Debris from the crash landing. I see no other pieces in the immediate vicinity, which means the vessel may have weathered the barrage and made good its escape. Another possibility is that your comrade recovered most of the wreckage, or some as yet unknown party did. You're saying someone may have made off with our cosmic visitor, saucer and all? I say this is an altogether different kind of alien abduction. Has anyone seen Nashu? Now that you mention it, where is my loyal assistant? Ah, her stalker arrives. Help! You have to help! My beloved Miss Nashu has been kidnapped! Some cad claiming to be an agent of Dr. Luge came and took her away. He told me to tell you, and I quote, if you want your precious companion returned alive, then Ayame must present herself at the Tower of Babel. Specifically, the Magitech servicing facility. Don't forget that part. The gall, the temerity, the audacity, my stalwart aide spirited away under my very nose. My apologies, but who are you? A close acquaintance of Nashu, I assume? Me? Oh, no, I wish. I mean, I just happen to be passing through this snowfield. I'm a snowflake inspector, you see. No two alike and all that. Anyway, enough about me. You need to go and save Miss Nashu. At last, a chance to stretch my legs. Uh-oh. What say you, my son? Shall we get this rescue mission underway? Indeed, we shall. And off they go. They left without us, even though this doctor fellow asked for you by name. Curious. And we're gonna have a solo instance. Alright, Brendhild. I've collected what evidence remained of the crash, but solving this mystery will have to wait. The case of the abducted assistant calls. Alright, let's go. Meanwhile, at the Tower of Babel... all shall fall before Super Luge. This new and improved body, revenge will finally be mine. You release Nashu this instant. What are you two doing here? I specifically asked for the adventurer. Begone before I unleash my fury prematurely. Oh, this promises to be a proper battle. I see no reason to trouble Ayame. We tackle this menace as father and son, the Manderville men, together. Agreed. Bah, I'll not waste my appetite for vengeance on the side dishes. Hired thugs, time to earn your pay. Alright, hired thugs it is. Oh, a little warm-up before the main event. Get them! And we are playing as Godbert Manderville. Alright, what do we got? Rage is Gentleman combo, Manderville dropkick, Mander double a lariat, Manderville sprint, and a limit break. Alright, hi guys. Let's get to work. Yeah, they're... yeah, no challenge. Come on. The lackeys are found lacking. Come out and face me. Insolent worms, the Sunshine will be the first to die. I see. Alright. Get the missiles. And we're returning them to sender. You survived my missiles? Then enjoy some leftover war machina. Alright. Yep. No problem. Come on. Select something nearby. Thank you. I did knock that one out. There we go. I'm using diversion, but I need to do better than that. My war machina. If reasonable means fail, then unreasonable measures are called for. Stand back, Hildebrand. Let your old man handle this. Neutralize the missiles. Manderville sidestep. And I was just getting started. You stopped them all by sidestepping? Very well. It seems I must crush you myself. Oh, finally you decided to take us seriously, have you? down. What have we got? I'm gonna get repelled, okay? No, I'm gonna get attracted. Whoops. Oh well, didn't do anything. As I've said before, Godbird is one of the most powerful beings on the star. Alright, now what? You force my hand. I'll bring this place down on your heads. The doctor leaves himself wide open. Let us seize the advantage. Execute limit break. Now's our chance. Here we go. The Manderville men. Victorious again. Manderville Generation Bonding Overdrive. And that's that. And they're both half buried. Ah, things seem to be well in hand. Hey, don't get ahead of yourself. Ah, the head came off. There you are, my loathsome nemesis. I saved something special just for you. Is going into calculation mode again. A goblin. He's reflecting the beam. Well done. Ooh. And he's out. A header. And that's a nice shot. Goal. Oh, Nashu. That was a lovely nap. Oh, did someone build a Magitech servicing facility while I was asleep? So they abducted her while she was asleep. Nicely done, Inspector Brandehild. Once more, the clone has put the original to shame. Inspector, please, I am but a pale imitation of your ideal. Ah, I knew keeping company with the famous Ayame would lead me to a worthy challenge, worthy of breaking a sweat, at least. You've done all the work for me. I could have handled it. Work? This was but a playful skirmish compared to your usual do-or-die dilemmas. The villain is vanquished, and Nashu is returned to us safe and sound. I say we head back to Razadhan to regroup and rethink our position. Your comrade yet lives, Master Poo-Poo. I am certain of it. Take heart, and let us continue the search. All right. Well, that all business is over. Nashu, how you doing? I remember standing in the snow and dreaming of being warm, then suddenly I wasn't cold anymore. Isn't that odd? Maybe we should fall asleep in uncomfortable places more often. I don't think so. All right, Hildy. To Garlemald and back have we journeyed, yet this is just the beginning of the case of the silent correspondent. Oh, my friends, the shard of sorcery secured shall lead us onwards to new discoveries. Wait for me, Inspector. I don't know which way is onwards. I should follow him, shouldn't I? Wait for me. Bracing melee was just what the Kyrujan ordered, a spot of exertion to stimulate the mind, and I find myself ready to grapple with the finer points of forging again. Your assistance in this historic reproduction of Manderville weaponry would be, as always, most welcome. Until our next meeting. Yeah, we'll get there. Thank you for assisting with my investigations, Ayame. Once again, our travelers were rife with inexplicable phenomena, and yet I am no closer to exposing Poo-Poo's well-concealed conspiracy. I don't think there's any conspiracy. He will slip up one day, though, and you and I will be there to catch him. Meanwhile, somewhere in Thavnair... managed to recover the head again. Ah, this guy. Yeah, we dented it pretty good. You took my coin and you failed. What audacity that you returned, seeking my largesse once more. I deserve your scorn, but I promise you, your plans are in danger so long as that tenacious pest yet lives. I know of a path to victory, a forbidden path, one which demands the manifestation of the divine. You're going to summon a primal? You have my attention. Alright, and that concludes that chapter. So, again, we'll stop here, and we'll pick back up next time. I think this is the next chapter is the last that is currently available, if I'm recalling correctly. So, we'll work our way through that. But for now, we'll stop here. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.